Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome to the Kathie J Show. I am Kathie J, and I have to start out today by saying happy birthday to Katie Mitchell, everybody. Katie Mitchell. She's been a guest host here on the show for me while I was sick, and she's just like, I call her my wifey, but happy birthday, girl. I love you, and I can't wait to go another year around the sun with you. And I also want to say thank you out there to all of you that are subscribing to the YouTube channel, commenting on our social media, and going to KathieJShow.com for any of past episodes that you might have missed. It really does mean the world to me, so thank you. Okay, everybody. Today, look alive, sit up straight, everybody. Get your voice out there. I got to talk to you about finding your voice and speaking up and gaining confidence. This applies to all of us, but today we're particularly focused on women who are struggling with this and who are trying to climb that corporate ladder, that male-dominated professional corporate ladder, everybody. Here to teach us how to do it all is Jamie McKinney. Yay! Jamie has an MBA, is a best-selling author, certified professional coach for business women. She's a keynote speaker, virtual workshop leader, and the president and founder of JMD Consulting.
Woo!
That's a resume there. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's start. We got to start at the beginning. I love to show everybody where you came from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so where'd you grow up, and where was your childhood at?
So it all started in Toledo, Ohio.
Uh-huh.
Grew up with a mom who was a teacher, dad who was a firefighter.
Love that.
Went to Ohio State for college, and shortly after that came to Colorado for 6 months, and that was about 22 years ago.
A lot of people say that. Going to Colorado for 6 months. I got to give you props, girl, because all good women have a picture of them as a child in a Wonder Woman costume. Mm-hmm. So props, girl. I have one too. Mine, like the look homemade. Mine was homemade too.
Yeah, those underoos were outside the clothing far more than they were inside.
Doesn't matter. That's what the purpose was.
Yep.
All right. So you come to Colorado, and then when you in everything that you're doing, you seem to have always been in the male-dominated field. Mm-hmm. So when you came to Colorado, what field was it?
So I was in the automotive industry.
Oh yeah, that's all male-dominated.
Yes.
What position were you there?
So I always had a sales, business development, marketing role. I had a territory that I managed for a while, and then was in the business development side, covering the western half of the U.S.
Okay, so if you're in sales and stuff, you got to know your stuff about cars and stuff. Did you know stuff going in, or was it you just picked it up as you were in there? Zero going in.
Zero. I remember they asked me in the interview, what do you know about cars and paint? Because I was on the refinish side, and I said, absolutely nothing. And they said, great. That means you have no bad habits. You have that college degree. Come on in. We'll learn you up.
Yes.
And off to the races.
You're not the first. So many employers prefer that. It's a blank slate. Let me start new with you.
Yes.
Okay, so off to the races. So as you're in the races wearing your stilettos, you start realizing, oh, there's a little male game happening here, right? You say your stilettos have steel toes.
Yes.
Because you got to be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
The line between feminine and fierce, and actually where that phrase came from, that was inspired when I pivoted from automotive over to oil and gas. And
another male-dominated industry. Look at you. That's not sales. You're out there in the field. What were you doing out there?
It's all sales.
Oh,
it's
gotcha.
Every aspect of every job has sales attached to it. And so I went out to an oil rig for a training exercise, and a couple days before I emailed the man who was giving me the tour. And I had been warned that he was rough around the edges and he wasn't real thrilled to have women on the rig site. And so I sent him this long list of, all right, Bob, I've got my PPE, my personal protective equipment with me, the hard hat, the eyewear, the coveralls, the whole thing. And to my very thorough, comprehensive email, Bob replied, and this is a direct quote, "Don't be wearing them stilettos out here." And I thought, okay,
here we go.
I hadn't met Bob before, but having had 10 years in automotive prior to that, I'd met Bob.
Yeah, you've met
before.
Bob. We've all met a Bob.
Right.
Yes, right.
So I considered my response, and I typed, well, my stilettos have steel toed, so that works, right?
Perfect. Perfect answer. Like, you want to kind of give the finger back, and I hate to say it like that, but that's kind of what he was doing.
Well,
so we got to stop here, though. When we come back after the break, everybody, Jamie's going to tell us what her formula for building her confidence was, and you can do it too. We'll be back. Kathie J. The Colorado Lottery is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. Colorado Lottery, play on. Kathie J. Welcome back to the Kathie J Show, everybody. I'm back with Jamie McKinney. Yay! Best-selling author, certified professional coach for business women, blah, blah, blah. So much more. She's done it all. But you know what? It's about teaching us how to talk right, how to gain that confidence. So what kind of lessons did you learn in the male-dominated fields? You were in the auto industry, and then you were in oil and gas. Those are both male-dominated. What did you learn?
Yes. So when I first started out in oil and gas, I was the third female to join a team of 400. I was the youngest by an average 20 years.
Wow.
And I hadn't grown up in the industry like many of them had, so I didn't have stories to regale of, when I was in pigtails running around Grandpa's shop. So if we were playing which one of these things is not like the others, that was me on a lot of levels.
Right.
But I realized going into those meetings that there were two things I needed to have. One, I needed to know my stuff.
Yes.
I needed to know it twice as well.
Yes.
But the good news about that is that then I had twice the knowledge, and I got to keep that. But I also had to carry myself and lead with confidence. And as long as I did that, I could overcome the resistance and the obstacles and even some of the shenanigans to say, nope, I'm a team player. I contributed valuably, and I earned the respect of the people whose opinions mattered to me.
And that all based in the confidence that you would feel every day. Like, I know my stuff. I deserve this. All of you can kiss it.
Well, the confidence.
I'm sorry, maybe that's just what Kathie said.
Maybe not exactly like that, but
I get right to the point. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, get it, girl. The confidence that I went in knowing that I might not be like you, I may not have the same experience that you have, my voice might not be as deep as yours, but I'm here to do my job and to contribute. And one of the times that I realized, this is really working, is when Jamie, who was the only female and sometimes left out of meetings, was then brought in to say, wait, we want Jamie's opinion on this because she thinks about it differently than we do.
Yes, that's what you want. You're valuable.
Yeah.
Okay, so can people grow from their confidence? What do we need to do?
100%. So everybody is born with confidence. There is a confidence gene, and some people are naturally born with more of it than others.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's epigenetics, not genetics. So genetics is like height and eye color. What we have is what we have.
Right.
Whereas epigenetics is more like blood pressure or weight, that with behavior and environment, we can change it. And confidence is that same way.
Yes. Okay, so how do you build the confidence? You call it putting deposits into your confidence.
Yes.
Explain that.
So I talk about the currency of confidence. And Kathie J, you have a bank account?
Yes, I do.
It has your name on it. You and you alone know the password. So you also have a confidence account. And think about your confidence account the same way you do your bank account, in that you own it. You make the decisions about how to grow it, how to invest it, and how to spend it.
I steal from it. Yes, right.
If you want to, right? Not somebody else. So just like you wouldn't just open up Venmo on your phone or open up your bank account and slide it across the table to somebody and say, here, deplete my account. You wouldn't do that with your confidence either.
Right.
Except that sometimes we find ourselves in situations where there is an unauthorized security breach on our confidence account. When you're in front of someone or in a certain situation, when you're the only female maybe in a room
right. You're
full
being
of all
tapped.
male, right? And when you start to think about your confidence, though, as an amount in your bank account, as this quantitative amount that you control and you make the decisions about, it strengthens your power to take a step back in one of those moments and say, no, you don't deserve access to my account.
I know, and it's easier said than done. So when we come back, everybody, we're going to dig into the tools and the ways to help build the confidence. Make the deposits. We'll be back. Kathie J. Ramos Law is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. He's a medical doctor and a lawyer. Ramos Law, what makes us different makes us better. I agree. Kathie J. Welcome back to the Kathie J Show, everybody. So this whole half hour is dedicated to building up your confidence so that you can go after what you want and be successful at it. Back with me is one of the most confident people that I know, everybody. One of the most confident that's ever been on the couch, everybody. Best-selling author and certified professional coach for business women, Jamie McKinney. Thank you for being here, Jamie.
My pleasure, Kathie J.
All right, so before we went to break, we were talking about confidence and stuff. So you were saying put deposits into your confidence, but it is a muscle that needs to be flexed.
Yes.
How do we flex it?
Yes. So One of the best ways to make a deposit into your account, and this is going to sound very basic, but I'd love to explain the science behind it because there is science to confidence. It's not just this woo-woo thing.
Good. I love hearing science stuff.
Yes.
Okay, go
and
ahead.
I work with a lot of technical ladies, so they're always like, yes, tell me more about the science and the data. So one of the best things that you can do if one of those unauthorized breaches has happened, or if you're feeling it even proactively, that you can do, it's like going to the confidence gym to flex the muscle, is to breathe. Remember to take a deep breath. Yes,
we get told that all the time. Breathe.
I know. And here's why. This is the part that you don't often hear, because it is about far more than just an oxygen carbon dioxide exchange. And it's because of something called our vagus nerve. Are you familiar with the vagus nerve? It's our 10th cranial nerve, and it starts back here in your brainstem. It travels down your torso, and it's known as the control nerve. So it's spelled V-A-G-U-S, and an easy way to remember this is that it's unlike Las Vegas, V-A-G-A-S, which might be your happily out of control nerve, right? Your vagus nerve is your control nerve, and as it travels through your torso, it touches every single organ in your body. It's the only nerve that does this.
Wow, okay.
Here's where you have the power. It listens to your breath for instructions.
What?
Yeah. So
what?
when your breath is quick, if you're feeling a little defensive,
hearing the anxiousness in your breath.
Yeah,
okay.
and that's why you feel your heart rate increases. If you've ever had the feeling of butterflies in your stomach.
Absolutely.
Like before you go on live television.
Yeah, right.
Even those of us who are confident have our moments, right? When you take that deep breath, you're sending a message to your vagus nerve to say, hey, sister, it's okay.
Yeah.
I've got this.
Okay.
I've got this.
Absolutely. So like you said, you get on live TV, which you look very calm right now, and you seem calm. But fake it till you make it is a term that a lot of people say, and you don't like it. Okay, so why?
Why? Okay, so the words we speak to ourselves are so important.
That makes sense.
And it's amazing sometimes the language that we use to ourselves, we would never say to somebody else. And every cell in your body is eavesdropping on your thoughts.
Yes, you're right.
So when you're telling it, I'm just going to fake it till I make it, there's an implication that you're fraudulent, there's doubt that I can't do this, that I don't belong, that I shouldn't be here.
Okay.
And wow, that's a lot of resistance when you want to show up as your strongest self.
So what do I say then? Because I still am technically faking it, because you've never been on the live couch before. This is technically all new. I've never did what I was doing where I was faking it. What are the terms you want us to use?
So I do like rhyming.
Yeah, I know. Go for it. What do you got?
Because we can remember. So instead, trade out that fake it till you make it, because you're not fraudulent, you're trying and you're learning.
Okay.
With rehearse till it's verse.
Rehearse till it's verse.
Rehearse till it's verse.
That feels better.
Yes.
It does feel better to say that.
Let it wash over you.
Rehearse till it's verse. Okay. I like that. All right. So then, so explain more about the fact that the number one tool for anybody out there. What is that?
Yes. So especially when you're in your professional environment, when you're wanting to advance your career.
Yes.
Success does not happen on an island. This was a dream for you, right?
Yeah,
to have
had
this
to
show.
have a lot of people with me.
Right, a lot of people. So when you get intentional about that and build something I call your MAC team, which is an acronym. MAC stands for, surprise, surprise, Mentors, Allies, and Champions.
I love that. Get your MAC team together.
Get your MAC team together.
Mentors, Allies, and Champions.
Yes.
Yes, your network. And don't be scared to ask for help.
No.
So many times I think women are scared to ask for help. We're scared to say, this is my dream and I want that. Mm-hmm. Why do you think that's programmed in us, that we don't want to speak up for ourselves?
It's a fear of failure. It's a vulnerability side of things. It's if I ask for help, am I exposing myself that I'm less than, not more than?
Yeah, right.
But here's what's fascinating. I recently just did a survey with mentors and said, why would you want to be a mentor?
Yeah.
54 people responded with, I want to help. I want to be insightful to this person. I want to offer this. People want to help, so give them that opportunity.
I know, but when it comes to using your voice, it's hard to do that because you don't want to ruffle feathers. We've been taught that, I loved part of your book. I was looking through it. Like, you talk in here about the fact that, do women talk more than men? Do we get emotional more than men? And that all in a business world can really bring us down and wreck your confidence, right? Confidence isn't emotional, is it?
It can be because there is a passion discussed
Yes,
element.
you're right.
And that, every decision that we make is essentially moving toward pleasure and away from pain.
Okay.
And when you can take that deep breath and say some things to yourself like, I've got this, I know what I'm doing, I'm trying, and that's okay, I'm learning. Those are ways to still channel that energy. Like I'm asking for help, and that's okay. I'm also asking for someone to share their knowledge.
Yes.
People love to share their knowledge.
So take that risk. Also, stumbles are okay.
Stumbles are totally okay. It's what you do next.
Explain that.
If you stumble and you stay down, that's failing.
Yeah.
If you stumble and you get back up, that's growing.
Trust me, I got up a lot. You've gotten up a lot. Every good
There's
woman's
some
gotten up a
bruises
lot.
and
There's
scrapes.
definitely. All right, everybody. So when we come back, we're going to discuss the three pillars of confidence when we come back.
Yes.
Kathie J.
Oakwood Homes is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. Oakwood Homes, building happiness.
Kathie J.
Welcome back to the Kathie J Show. I love that you sing. Everybody always tells me they sing Kathie J. I
Catchy.
love that. Everybody, this is Jamie McKinney. It is catchy. And she wrote the book Speak Up Sister. She's also an author, as a keynote, a public speaker, and she helps women take that chance and grow in the business world, in male-dominated business fields. When I was on radio, that's all male-dominated. I was at one time for like 6 years one of two females on the entire staff of like 20. So I totally get it. And the things that are said, and guys gossip just as much as girls. I just want to say that. All right, so Jamie does have online courses, and you have the three pillars of your courses. What are those?
So the three pillars of leadership is my coaching program. That's strengthening self. It's learning how to go to the confidence gym and flex that muscle.
Yes.
And then it's the communication side, communicating powerfully, because now that you've got the confidence, you've got to be able to take what's in here and get it out here.
Right.
And then it's leveling up your career. Because to level up your career, it takes some of those strategic conversations. It takes enlisting the help of your MAC team, your mentors, allies, and champions. And when you're doing that based on that first pillar that you've strengthened and grown, it's look out. Women go from, I don't think I can do that, to I can't wait to just do this every day.
Exactly.
It's
All
awesome.
right. Another one of your favorite sayings, knowing isn't growing,
But doing is moving.
but doing is moving. Explain that one.
Yes. So as much as we could sit here and think about doing bicep curls, until we actually do one, we don't grow the muscle. So step into action. And something to know about confidence, one of the myths is that it's grown at the finish line, after you have the interview or after you give the presentation. It's reinforced there, but it's that very first step you take that is a foundational building block, and you come out stronger and more confident on the other side. So pick even something small. Ask that person for help. Ask somebody for a meeting. Maybe they'll be on your MAC team. We don't know.
Yes, right.
Martin Luther King said, I don't need to see the whole staircase, just the next step or two.
Exactly.
Same thing applies here.
Right. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just go with it. Okay. So so taking the next step in advancement. You're saying if my MAC team is solid, if I've gotten this first two steps of the pillars down, doing that advancement should be easy.
It will be challenging, but you'll be up for the challenge.
I like that. Because I've done the work.
Yes.
The foundation is what you're talking about.
And if you think it's going to go in a line like this, be
Be
ready. It's more like a sailboat, like you're tacking, but call your shot, sis. And when you've got your shot there, everything that you're doing, and your guest yesterday was speaking to this too, you're collecting evidence. Your brain is collecting evidence. Your actions are collecting evidence to help you get there.
What kind of women are you helping, do you find?
So women in technical fields who come to me and they say, I know I've got this confidence in here, but some things have happened. It's gone. Jamie, help me get back to my confidence. Help me have that voice again.
Yes, because and it's not just, whatever we're dealing with at home rips our confidence apart. Like grief around us rips our confidence apart. Everything attacks us. So you bring that back out, that fire that we want to.
The confidence whisperer.
The confidence whisperer. Hey, I'm sitting up straight since you got here. What are some final words of wisdom that you have for everybody?
Be brave, be bold, be you, and speak up, sisters and misters too.
Yeah, right. Speak up, sister. You know what? I would like to say to all the men out there that do help us. A lot of good men helped my career advance.
100%.
And so, thank you to all of you out there that speak up for us. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Okay, so you can get Jamie's book, and you should. 2022 is your year. Come on, let's do it together.
Yes.
So speak up, sister, and learn more about her and all of her other resources and her workshops that she offers. What kind of what workshops do you offer?
So the Speak Up to Level Up course is an online course. It is available now. It's open for registration. And if you put in Kathie J 25, you get $25 off.
And that's at jamiemckinney.com. And how long is that course? Like, what can women expect?
It's a 6-week course, about 2 hours-ish a week. There's a component of DIY videos and then a live coaching as well.
I like that. Yeah, because I need one-on-one time with you.
Bring it, girl.
I just
You
want to
got
make
it.
sure everybody gets some one-on-one time with Jamie. Jamie McKinney, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for speaking up for all of us and helping all of us. Everybody out there, it's jamiemckinney.com. Get online with this course, everybody, and put in Kathie J 25. Get $25 off. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kathie.